Stephanie of Dogsafe Canine First Aid here, and Lucy. In our Canine First Aid classes, we are constantly talking about documenting everything from recording our dog's vital signs, if there's an illness that's occurring, to the limps, to the bumps, to the veterinary visits, all recording in one place. But I always found that I was limited. We get these little tiny books with little tiny spaces to record things like vaccinations or even like surgeries. Or we might have, you know, a file folder with printed out veterinary receipts all in here in one lump sum, but then I can never find anything, and you certainly can't figure out if there's a pattern to anything when it's just thrown together in a folder. Or you might have a lined book, but I find that then I've got, you know, folded receipts that are in there, I've got pages that are coming out, and again, if it's in just one big book, I can't find anything in there or recognize patterns for history, etc. Or I find that I might, if you go to the vet to follow up on, say, a limp, they will ask you questions like, when did the limp start? When did it get worse? How much exercise makes the limp worse? Or when did that itching start? Is it related to the seasons? Or I'm finding that if you have friends or family looking after your dog for a weekend or so, they're not going to have those detailed intake forms that a professional dog sitter will have, and they're not going to have all your dog's history in case something happens and they need to go to the vet. So we have organized it all, make it nice and easy for you guys, in the Dogsafe Journal. It's the health ultimate resource to record your dog's health, wellness, and first aid. So I've used various graphs and tracker forms for over the years, but now we have it in a format that's available to you. First off, it's in a binder, so you can constantly move things around. You can add veterinary receipts, you can add information brochures about a supplements, can all be in here as well. You can customize it for you and how you best work and how it works best for your dog. So it's got the binder, you're never going to run out of room. We also have an illustration on the front cover there. Add a little bit of comedic to it, because sometimes, you know, first aid incidents can be a little bit heavy in conversation. So there's a picture there of basically me and Monty, Dogsafe's first demo dog. We all know what it's like to wake up at 3 in the morning with our dog, you know, needing to go outside before they have the precursor to vomits going on. And we can be awake instantly and out the door in 3.2 seconds. So that's the illustration on the front, and it's illustrated by Lily Chin. You might see her artwork. She's all over the dog industry in various books, but especially her Boston Terrier poster about canine body language. So we love Lily Chin. So the Dogsafe Journal comes in a binder. It's divided into 5 sections. The first section is all about contacts. So we don't want to be wasting time trying to find phone numbers or addresses or websites. It might be, you know, who was that eye specialist we used 3 years ago. It's all going to be in here in advance of when you actually need it. So the first section is your contact information in full, emergency contact information, your dog's information, very detailed in full. It's going to be ready to go. Veterinary contact information, your primary and even your secondary vet, you may have a whole team. 24 emergency care, we have insurance company details, and your dog professionals. So knowing in advance, you know, if you may not use dog professionals such as dog sitters, groomers, taxi providers, but if you don't, it's a good idea to go and look for these dog professionals, figure out who they are, and find that right fit before you actually need it. So then you can record it here. The second section is all about current health assessments and any changes in illness, injuries, or first aid incidents. Everything basically that you were doing yourself rather than the veterinarian. And in the Dogsafe Canine First Aid classes, we go into detail about how to do this, but even here you've got the need to know information, so that even if you haven't taken a course with us yet, you're still going to get value and know how to complete this section. So how to conduct a health assessment, including the 4 changes of illness or injury, namely changes in appetite, thirst, energy, and behavior. There's also how to obtain your vital signs and 3 other critical health tests. And how to conduct a head-to-tail assessment. So there's a list of what we recommend that you're checking, and also for information and knowledge, there's photos and illustrations of the dog's body parts, the muscles, and their skeletons, illustrated by my niece. And there's also 4 tracker forms, one for each of those 4 common changes. So the food, the thirst, the energy, and the behavior. We recommend at least filling these in annually, or if there's any changes in your dog's food, if you change brands or the type, and also if there's a change in how your dog is eating that food. It might be an indication of something else that's going on. There's also vital signs, the 3 health tests, and a weight tracker. Again, recording at least annually, but then you're going to be using this as a running tally for anything that's going on with your dog that you're going to be checking your vital signs. Could be hourly, could be 24 hours, etc. And there's also, we've got here what the vital signs normals are, so you don't have to go and remember those or check. It's going to be here on right on your tracker form as well. There's a head to tail assessment tracker form. There we recommend monthly, but I know life gets busy anytime that you want to put it in there, so you can track it in there. It might just be a single line if it's normal, or if it's referring to something else, you might refer to and complete the full incident report form as well. There's medications and supplements trackers, allergies and sensitivities. There's a dental care and teeth condition. This is what you're doing. And there's a form for illness, injuries, and or first aid incidents. So anything that's going on that's more than just a one-liner in your head to tail tracker is a full sheet here. So again, there's prompts, so you don't have to remember, whoa, what do I have to record? You just fill in the blanks and you'll have a complete record here. You've got diagrams, so you can just draw on where that lump was or where that cut was rather than taking a full paragraph and trying to explain where it was. It's got a full open page for writing, say, a narrative about that incident, and you can attach any other notes or drawings right into there as well. So lots of blank forms there for you to start with, and you've got blank forms in the back that you're welcome to photocopy, so you're never going to run out. And the last part in this section is the regular ongoing procedures tracker. So you can customize it for your dog. I clean Lucy's ears on a regular basis, so I can record all of that here. And again, it'll help you record what solution you might be using to clean the ears, or how often you're trimming their nails, etc., whether you're doing it or groomer, etc. So whatever you're doing on an ongoing basis, you want to just record it, and this makes it easy. The third section is veterinary records and appointments. So vaccination records, lots of space to write it in, and you can write notes, and it's not just the type and the date, but it's also the type, but the vaccine name, the manufacturer, and also the serial number. It helps if you ever have any questions or if they have a negative reaction. It's all, we know specifically what they've been given. And then you have the veterinary appointments sheet. So every time you go to the veterinarian, you're going to take one of these. You probably take your whole journal with you, but you're going to complete one of these. And whether it's your own veterinarian, an emergency, a specialist, a surgeon, it's all here. And again, it just invites more of a conversation, more questions that you can ask, you can document here, pictures that you can just simply draw on, you can attach the veterinary receipt. It makes it really easy to track. So lots of blanks here for you to start. And again, you've got blank forms in the back that you're welcome to photocopy, so you're never going to run out. The fourth section is saying goodbye. Now, this is not a topic we ever like to talk about, let alone think about, but it is part of our dog's ongoing life care. So we want to start having the conversation. And the whole point is that if we plan for it in advance, then we don't have to think about it. And we certainly don't have to worry about it. We can just enjoy our dogs. And then the last section is the blank forms. So you've got forms for the ones that you're going to be going through, so the food trackers or the veterinary appointments or the first aid incidents. So you're never going to run out. You have permission to photocopy the blank forms at the end. And then you can insert them where you need to. So again, easy to organize, so then you can just focus in on the care for your dog. And the last thing you get is a couple of blank sheets just for scratch pads if you need something to write on before you file it properly, and also an envelope. So if you get a receipt or you get an information brochure about something, that you can put it in there before you file it completely as well. So there you go. So it comes in 2 different formats, one complete with the binder with the dividers and all the inside pages. The other way is to just get the inside pages, and therefore you save a lot on shipping. So I did really want to make this accessible to everybody. So for more information, you can check out the online store or the webpage that has more photos and description of the book. Or you can contact a Dogsafe authorized instructor and purchase direct through them as well. Thanks for watching! Add veterinary receipts or, oh, seriously? Hi, Michelle 70, Dogsafe Canine First Aid. Lucy.